John Wick. Atomic Blonde, Crank. Michael Green, who is a recently retired assassin, is partying at the grand confines of his mansion in Chile. His former associates, Sindy, Facundo, Hilda, Carl, and Alexei orchestrate his death on the orders of Mr. Blut, their employer. Sindy plays the role of a seductive lure, engaging in intimate activities with the target, while the rest of the team takes advantage of the opportunity to carry out the mission. Blut, who is burdened with significant debts, is forced to pay millions in pensions to his employees when they reach the mandatory retirement age of 50. However, Blut intends to take advantage of the situation by eliminating them before they reach the age of 50. This strategy would involve transferring their pension funds to Damocles, his company. The combined pension payout for Blut's hired assassins is $29 million. Blut plans on selling the company and is artificially inflating its value by setting up the deaths of retired operatives. These people receive retirement benefits under a contractual clause that names Damocles as the beneficiary. Duncan Vizla, a seasoned working-class assassin, has 14 days until his career comes to an end, and he awaits Damocles' $8 million payout. He plans to retire to a quiet suburban town, the location of which he will not reveal. He has numerous injuries sustained during previous assignments. He relies on an accountant to manage his finances, as he owns several properties. In preparation for his retirement, he instructs his accountant to contact him at his Florida residence. Duncan, regarded as the world's most formidable hired killer and nicknamed the Black Kaiser, suffers from recurring nightmares about a family he murdered, except the young daughter who was spared. Looking for some comfort, he begins his transition to a more peaceful life in the remote outskirts of Triple Oak, Montana, with Camille, a young and reserved neighbor. As their friendship grows, Camille opens up about a traumatic incident in her life, which was caused by a single person whom she hopes to confront someday. After delivering an unsuccessful lecture about foreign countries and combat at a local school, Duncan gifts Camille a gun. However, when trying to teach her how to use it, she breaks down, clearly disturbed by the presence of the weapon. Blut assigns Duncan a mission to Belarus after a meeting set up by Duncan's handler, Vivian. The target is suspected of killing other former assassins. According to Vivian, the killings were carried out by the Russian mafia, who hired Mexican hitmen. Duncan is promised a $1 million payday for this mission. Vivian, hoping to protect Duncan, requests that Blut refrain from interfering any further. Blut, however, is determined to eliminate Duncan, because he is unable to pay the $8 million owed him. Unknowing to Blut, Duncan takes action and discovers that he is the intended victim. This revelation shocks Vivian, as Duncan now knows of a conspiracy against him, implicating her in the scheme. In the meantime, Blut assembles his team to eliminate Duncan. Facundo's squad is tasked with locating Duncan's home. They pressure his accountant, Lomas, into providing a list of his current property holdings. Despite their best efforts, sifting through the list results in the unintentional deaths of several residents at each property. Despite Duncan's adept concealment of his whereabouts, he is eventually tracked down due to substantial donations from a Montana bank. On his way home from a nearby town, Duncan comes across Sindy, who is stranded on the road because her car has broken down. They return to his house and, during their interaction, have an intimate encounter. The assassination squad strikes while the couple is intimate. Duncan skillfully overcomes and eliminates all the would-be assailants, except Alexei, who activates Plan B. After finding out from Alexei's girlfriend, Junkie Jane, that Camille has been kidnapped by Alexei, Duncan travels to Detroit to meet his former mentor, Porter. However, Porter deceives and incapacitates him through drugging, preventing him from obtaining any relevant information. Another former lover and Duncan's old handler, Vivian, leads a task force to ambush Duncan when he offers to trade himself for Camille. But Duncan destroys the entire task force with Jasmine's remote-controlled machine guns. Blut's remaining men abandon him rather than face Duncan's rage, and Duncan decapitates Blut as retribution for his actions. When he realizes Camille has been heavily sedated, he returns to Montana and takes care of her in her cabin. Duncan wakes up the next morning to discover she has gone missing. While searching her room, he discovers newspaper articles from 2 decades ago detailing the death of the family that haunts his nightmares. He also finds check stubs for payments of $200,000. Camille reveals her true identity as the spared young daughter of the family Duncan had murdered. Duncan has been providing financial support for her from a distance ever since. Camille, tormented by the memories of the murders, sought vengeance on Duncan. Despite her best efforts, she can't bring herself to pull the trigger. In response, Duncan promises to help Camille find the person who placed a contract on her father's life. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.